Hello and welcome to Toyota of Easley in Easley, South Carolina. My name is Corey Arnold. I want to tell you today about the brand new, all new redesigned 2016 Toyota Tacoma. It has been the #1 selling truck in America in the midsize segment for about the last 6 or 7 years running. And I want to show you a couple of the reasons why. First of all, this is the actual TRD Sport Package. Now this is the one that everybody is waiting for, and everybody has actually been looking for. One of the features I want to tell you about, this vehicle has more off-road heritage than any other vehicle actually in its class. As a matter of fact, we have the highest ground clearance of any size truck actually in its segment. In this particular model we've got here, we've actually got an approach angle of somewhere near 32 degrees worth of an approach angle. That's going to allow you to actually do a lot of off-roading. Some of the features I want to tell you about on this brand new 2016 Toyota Tacoma, one of the features is the actual Kevlar in the sidewall of the tires. Now the idea is that you're doing some off-roading, maybe you'll encounter some rocks. Kevlar is actually in the sidewall to keep us from getting punctures when we're doing some off-roading. One of the features that we've actually dressed this up and changes it in this segment that we've got there. This year we've got a brand new redesigned engine. We've got the 3.5 liter engine. We've got more horsepower, more torque than we had last year. We even have more towing. But now better than that though, we get better gas mileage, 21 miles to the gallon overall on this vehicle. The reason being we've got a modified Atkinson cycle. Basically what happens is whatever fuel is unspent or unburned, it actually gets recycled, causing this engine to be a lot more efficient than we actually had last year. All right, come on around for me if you would. Another segment first for the midsize truck segment is Smart Key. Now normally that's something you see on a different market, but now we've done it first in this segment that we've got there. What actually is Smart Key? You never have to go digging for your key. The wireless transmitter simply needs to be in your pocket. Now when I'm ready to secure my vehicle, these two little lines here, I simply press that, walk away from the vehicle. My vehicle is actually safe and secure, locked on the inside. When I walk back up to the vehicle, as soon as my fingers touch the back of that door handle, that's what actually opens up the door on that side. When I get inside, when I'm ready to start it, all I need to do is put my foot on the brake, push the smart button, and I'm ready to go. Another feature I want to show you on the back of this Toyota Tacoma, every single Tacoma is standard with an actual backup camera. Also, you have a rear locking tailgate. Now the rear locking tailgate is going to work in concert with this trifold cover that we've got here. Now the idea is that if I lock my tailgate, then I can't get in here and my bed is actually secure there. Now another segment first is this trifold cover. Now this is a hard trifold cover. I grab the lever here. It actually folds up into 3 different segments that we've got there, actually just adding some convenience on this. Now, also in the inside in here, we have a fully composite bed. Now, the idea is that this is going to last a lot longer because we don't have something to begin to rust. Now, when you're loading cinder blocks or loading wood into the back, obviously you're going to scratch the paint in other vehicles. Well, in the Toyota Tacoma, you don't have to worry about that. This is the actual bed itself. It does not have a liner. Another neat feature, when I get the TRD Sport, the TRD Off-Road, or the Limited, I get this power outlet on the back. Now this is wonderful, especially for tailgating. If the vehicle is sitting at idle and I've got the vehicle running up front, it gives it 400 watts, so to run a small television or a small radio on the back of the vehicle, just adding to the versatility that we've got there. Now also notice something else. When I open that bed, it doesn't actually slam down. It actually has a dampener, a spring on that side, or it's not a spring, but a strut to actually slow that down. Now I've got a 9-year-old daughter, so when she walks up behind me and I don't see her, I don't have to worry about that actually causing some damage that we've got there. Other vehicles in the segment, when you let that tailgate down, you hear that run down that we've got on that side. Fantastic feature there. Also, to bring down the cost of ownership, this is a 3-piece bumper construction. Now, it's actually stamped out of 3 different pieces, so in case I get a dent on that side, I don't replace the entire bumper. Also, just like our Tundra, we've now begun to stamp Tacoma into the actual back bed of the truck that we've got there. Come on around, let me show you some other features if we can. Now, this model is the TRD Off-Road model. Now, the TRD Off-Road model is the most capable of all the Tacomas. One of the features it has a rear locking differential. Now, what a rear locking differential does is causes both back tires to lock up and spin at exactly the same speed. Now, what that's going to do is give you a lot more traction, letting you get out of those ruts that you could get into. Also, on the TRD Off-Road model, we've got the Bilstein shock. Now, the Bilstein shock is designed to actually absorb a lot more shock when you're doing some off-roading that we've got there. Come on around, let me show you some other features. One of the features I want to tell you about on this vehicle has Toyota Care. For the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, All the required maintenance is paid for, compliments of Toyota Motor Sales. Not only that, Toyota of Easley and Toyota of Easley only is going to actually be paying for that 6th service and that 7th service, so really bringing your cost of ownership down, because I'm going to be paying for the maintenance for the first 3 years on this vehicle, another first for this area that we've got there. I also want to tell you about the grade structure. Now, the Toyota Tacoma comes in the SR, the SR5, the TRD Sport, the TRD Off-Road, and the top-of-the-line limited model. Now, I love what they've done with this vehicle, because when you get to the TRD Sport, the TRD Off-Road, and the limited, all three comes standard with navigation, another segment first in this area. Now I want to show you where we're getting that great gas mileage from. This is the all-new 3.5 liter engine. It does have the ability to operate into auto cycle or into the Atkinson cycle. Basically, by going into the Atkinson cycle, when I don't need a lot of torque and I don't need a lot of power, the engine operates more efficiently because it takes that unburned and unspent fuel and actually recycles it, causing this vehicle to get, again, 21 miles to the gallon. Fantastic for this size vehicle. Before we go inside the Toyota Tacoma, I want to show you some of the style changes with the redesign on the outside. Number one, we've changed the grille, and each grade structure comes with its own special grille. Now, this is the TRD Off-Road model. Now, we get the wide-angle fog lamp. We also get the projector beam headlamps. Now, the projector beam headlamps are neat because now it shoots light a lot further down the center of the road, so when you jump the top of a hill, it gives you more time to actually react to what may be in the road. Come on inside. Here we are inside the 2016 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road package. Now, one of the neatest things about the TRD Off-Road, it actually has the crawl mode. This vehicle literally has the ability, if you get stuck, it has the ability to operate the brakes and the accelerator for you, trying to get you out of that rut that you're actually in. Not only that, it has the multi-terrain select mode. There are 5 different positions that when you're doing off-roading, you can decide. If I'm driving on rocks, then you can have a selector that adjusts the suspension so as to make it a little bit easier to drive in whatever off-road condition you may be in. Also, this vehicle is standard with a navigation system. Now, one of the neatest things about this, for 2016, we now have Siri Eyes Free. Now, what happens is I have the ability to press and hold the off-hook switch, which not only gives voice commands inside the car, but now I can actually talk to Siri directly inside the vehicle. Now, we don't stop there. We also have QI wireless charging. Watch this. Now, if I go get a special battery case for my vehicle, I actually place my phone right down here and I press this button, which is called QI charging. I wirelessly charge my phone right inside as long as I've got this special case. Still not done there. We actually also, this vehicle has the ability to go into 4-wheel drive, what we call on the fly. Now, if I'm going down the road doing 60 miles an hour or less, all I need to do is turn this one time and I go into high 4-wheel drive. Of course, for low 4-wheel drive, we do want to have the vehicle stopped and in neutral in order to put it into low 4-wheel drive that we've got there. Some other features I want to show you inside. This vehicle also have the auxiliary and the USB hookup. Now, placing it in right here. Now, in my case, I've actually got an iPhone. So what I can do is actually plug my iPhone in here, and not only can I charge listening to my music going down the road, but I also have the ability to still give voice commands to my navigation system while it's actually hooked up. Another great feature that we've got here. I've also got the actual push button to start. Now, a neat feature, I've got this wireless transmitter right here inside my pocket. When I get ready to go anywhere, all I need to do is put my foot on the brake, push that power button, and the vehicle will actually start. When I get ready to stop, all I need to do is to do the same thing again, push that power button, the vehicle turns off, I get out, exit out of the vehicle, again, never having to go digging for that key. Also, we have a segment first. Every single 2016 Toyota Tacoma is standard with the GoPro mount, all right? So when I'm doing some off-roading, watch this. I get to mount the GoPro mount inside my vehicle and actually record my off-roading. Or when I get ready to take a trip back home and film my family, I actually turn it around, film right inside, and I can film my Christmas vacations. Thanks so much. I'm Corey Arnold. Remember, if you want to take a test drive in the 2016 Toyota Tacoma or any Toyota, don't forget we're on the 123 bypass here in Easley, South Carolina. Thanks again. Come on out and see us.